Good morning. Thanks everyone for to stay in my talk. And before I should talk, I need to disclaim this is not a talk about poetry. Okay. And so I'm from Seridó. Seridó is a region of the northeast of the Brazil. And it's very important for me because it's the region unrepresented, subrepresented in the context of the Brazil. I'm described with a algorithm artisan, and because I love to make art with code, and this is talk about this thematic. So in my mind, when I start my high school, algorithm is just a poem writing for a computer to read. And in my high school, I make my high school in the technician school and Federal Institute of the Brazil. And during my high school, I created a project, compiled poem or compiled poetry, but in the case in here, I prefer to change the name poetry for poem because they confuse the people about the description. So this is my first algorithm, algorithm. This is writing in C++. It's not a normal scribe because it's just a poem. And so I use the structure of the poem for to writing an algorithm. And so what is the relation between the Python community and the project Compiled Poetry or Compiled Poem, and why to motivate to create this project? In 2015, I participated the Python Nordeste, and during the Python Nordeste, I presented this talk but in this moment, my project didn't have the name Compiled Poetry, and the people said me, "Oh, what's the name your project?" I don't know, and so Compiled Poetry, and it's because of the Python community local. The name is emerged. So it's my first time to talk about the poems and codes in the conference. And so I started my undergraduate course, and I thought, oh, my life is perfect because I had the high school my technician, and I thought I can change the world, but I was improving the algorithms 101 in college, and it's very, very problematic in the EPCO because my mind, it's just what's happened with me, what they do wrong, was a subcolor. And I received the message for my colleagues with me, 16 students failed in the class, and just for approved. And so, whoa, what has happened here? I discovered 3 problems related to academic failure. In this moment, I will talk about my colleague, my professors, and another research is another conference, and I research about how to solve this problem, how to identify this academic failure. And during my researches, I discovered 3 main problems associated to the algorithm, the classes failed. It's about teaching training. This is the most impactful in this context because a lot of the the teaching that have pedagogical form, and the absence of the correlation between content and the students' lives, and so the Python, it's not makes sense for the most of people, most of students, and is common to the students does like this discipline, this class, and later access to contents in the computer area, because in the cases of Brazil, the computer area is just possible if you ingress in a technician school or in a undergraduation course. And so the most of people don't have during the K-12 access to contents about the computer. During this process, I'm talking hope and how to solve this problem. This is the main question in my mind until today, how to solve this problem. So I drew starting compiled poems and the children's education and the teaching training, because I remember to produce a compiled poem, it's associated the use of just a moment, the verse, the rhyming, and a lot of characteristics to associate the algorithm and the poem. Because of that, I chose starting to insert compiled poem and Asian education in the K-12. So, what is time, or what is moment to insert? Because in my past, I had access to Paulo Freire education. My auntie teaching about in my childhood about Paulo Freire, and this is a theory. This is a main theory in the Brazil and the Latin America for to the education, and your method is discussed about education as a practice for freedom, and Paulo Freire defends about this necessary to teacher. The teacher has a mediator, and so it's against the bancary education and teaching bancary, and so perfectly it's each student has important knowledge, and so your history of life and your culture and popular education, that is very important for to develop the Paulo Freire method. And another point is important for to develop the Paulo Freire method is knowledge show to relation with life of the students. And so it's very common when I to starting teaching in Python, for example, or another's contents to in teaching how to calculate the area of this class, for example, but it's not contextualized with the life of the students, and the students, oh, okay, I need to calculate the area to learning about it, how to use a function, but it's not represent the abilities, the life quality, or the culture of the students. So when the resume the method of the Paulo Freire methods is about knowledge how to relation with life of the students. It's another question, for example, why just to teaching about how to calculate compound interest in Python when I teaching about the impact of compounding interest of my student family's life? Or another question, why just teaching about avoiding bias and database when I can teach you about the dangers of the data and how it can kill minorities? And so these discussions should be the same, but it's very different when I question my class about the consequence of the bias and the minorities people's groups, minorities. So because of that, I create the compiled poems. The compiled poem have 4 steps. The first step is about introduction to computational thinking. And the second step is writing a poem. The third step is writing a code with poem. And the fourth step is rewriting the step 3 with Python or another programming language, but I prefer Python. So this is the first step. For example, how to calculate the time taken to deliver a food order using computational thinking. This, in the case of the Paulo Freire method, the name is generated word or thematic generator, because until one second time, the student will talk about your life. You to start to reflect about your life context, and in the Brazil has a lot of problems with the to deliver the works, delivers works, and the low the conditionals, and a lot of fathers of the students works in the delivers, in the enterprise of delivers. What is in the case, what is computational thinking? Computational thinking is basically to necessary abstraction to insert the how to solve the problem, abstracting the solution. The composition, it's the second step for to develop computational thinking. Pattern recognition, and the fourth is algorithms. So the second step, based in the compiled poem, it's writing a poem. This is a famous poem, the Manuel Bandeira. Manuel Bandeira is a poet, the Brazilian poet. It's the best Obisho. Discuss about the life of the people to survive that survive about the rest of the foods, and so he is comparing the animal with the man, and so in this step it is very important for to my class, because this is writing about your life, and 2 questions about the social structure, and another problematic is involved relations, the social class. In the case of the writing a poem, it's possible to extract, for example, the problem of hunger, pool or working conditionals, racism and social consciousness, because Manuel Bandeira is true a man, and it is possible to questionate the position to the Manuel Bandeira inside the epoch living in the Brazil. So has stereotypes in the poems, or a lot of poems. It's possible to discuss about middle social class, and in this step, it's writing a code with a poem. In this moment, I need the class about how to convert this poem code. What is a function? And so this is more important step for the compiled poem method, because it's more extensive. So where is a function? Where is a if-else? How to use if-else in your life? How to use the structures and while, for, and what's a program language? What's the relation by program language with the a poem, for example? Why it's better to use Python or use Java. It depends of the situations. And so the first step is have a sub-steps during the class. And the final steps, it's about writing the step 3 within Python, for example. One time, the class to reflect about your life has a learning about what is a function. F string is another's data structures, or do you know, you need to insert this poem. The student can to start the program and to improve your skills in using Python. Because of the develop my research, this is I have a publish. I have a papers and conference. My research is published in the local media. And this is me here in inside the class. So because of the compiled poem, I'm creating a book, and this is a result on the main results. My first print, it's available in sorayaroberta.com. This poem it's about the hair and the different types of hair, and another is about racism and the question, the social structures and the stereotypes, and another is through gender and through toys about it's possible to play and to enjoy and to use for and print for to describe this question. This is my manifest. Sorry, this is in Portuguese. I will try to translate it for English in another moment, but now it's available in poesiacompilada.com. The Literature Manifest. And I created a podcast because of this this project, Making Art with Code. And I would like to invite the participate the Python Nordeste Natal. Is people more than technology. It's 9 to 11 August in this year. And submit your talk to the Python Brazil. It's in Rio de Janeiro, and in this year. And this is a phrase, it's important, of the Paulo Freire: when education is not liberating, the dream of the oppressor is to be the oppressor. So I would like your presence, and I open to questions and to connect.
Thank you so much for this nice presentation, Soraya. If anyone has a question, you can move to microphones, or in the Discord channel, you can ask your questions.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for your talk. I would like to ask you, what is the range, what's the age of your students or the kids you engage when you are teaching them about poetry and code?
I teaching about the four class, the students, the K-12. Today I'm teaching training for to apply in young and adult education in the Brazil, for to improve the literacy teaching. I think each class had 25 students for class, so yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for your talk. I would like to ask you, how was your experience using Paulo Freire with these teenagers?
It's very important for me, because when I to start studying the Paulo Freire methods, I'm just thought about to apply in the young and adult education. But when I was applying in the teenagers, it's, oh my God, because the child is empowers yourself, and it's very nice to comprehend the class socials, and to generate a lot of questions, and this is a age correct to introduce the computational thinking, and for consequence Python.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hey, thank you for your talk. It was amazing.
Thanks.
I used to teach computational thinking for kids, but we used a different approach. We used like RPG games and weird stuff, basically. How did you came up with the idea of using poems? I mean, are kids in Brazil interested in poems? Because I can say it for myself, when I was a kid, I don't think I ever was read a poem in Brazil. So actually, thank you for introducing poems to kids in Brazil.
Okay. Um, in my childhood, I have access to a lot of contents about the poems, because I had I want the literature teaching, and so it's more easy for me to connect the two areas. And so when I started in my high school, I remember I thought, oh, an algorithm just like it's a poem, but it's writing in another language, one language for two computer, the computer read. So I think it's complicating the scenario of the Brazil to teaching about poems, because the teaching training does have time for to improve your skills, for to computational thinking or Python, for example. And so in my PhD, in my project, in my PhD, I may try to change the reality to insert the teaching training in the Python, using Python.
Thank you so much.
In Discord channel, there is no other questions. Thank you so much for this presentation, and thank you for your participation and questions. Please accept these gifts from us.